Hey y'all, how are you guys doing? It is me, Miss D. I'm back with another video. Hey, no, but for real, how are you guys doing today? Like I told y'all, this is one of the topics. It's time to let go. This is one of the topics that I wrote down I think like 2 weeks ago. I just didn't do it yet, but I'm ready now. So let's get into it. Once again, this is gonna be a not so popular message. So, what am I talking about when I say it's time to let go, right? So, I'm simply talking about, I know you've been through a lot. I know you've been hurt, you've been lied to, you've been lied on, you've been betrayed, you've been walked over, you've been overseen. But you know what? It's time to let go. Because you can't open new doors with old keys, right? So, it's time to let go. Okay? So, but the thing is, what I need some people to ask themselves, why are you holding on to that? Why are you holding on to this trauma? Right? Just ask yourself, why are you holding on to this trauma? And this kind of goes with the message I did yesterday, to accept yourself, like holding on to stuff. Like, why are you holding on to this trauma? Why? Like, is it so you can get pity? Right? Like I said, I have my notes up. That's why I keep looking down. Is it so you won't have to grow, because people know what you've been through, and because what people know what you've been through, people are going to give you pity, right? So if that's the case, you have found yourself enablers. If they are always giving you pity because of what you went through. I'm not saying what you went through is not important, but you're not supposed to dwell on stuff. You're supposed to grow through it, right? Grow through it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to dwell on it and live in the same cycle for 10, 20, 30 years of your life. It's time to let go. I know people like, she young, she don't know what she's talking about. You'll be surprised. Hey, how are you? I don't know who that was that just came on, but you can say hello who you are, because Facebook has a lag in it. So whoever just came on, you can say hi. Oh, now it's showing me since I mentioned Facebook lag, and now they won't act right. Hey, Tanya, how are you? So I'm talking about it's time to let go. And whoever else that joined, you guys can say hi so I can know who you are and speak to you. So I'm just saying, it's time to let go. And why are you holding on to these traumas? And if you go holding on because people are going to show you pity, it's because you have found yourself enablers, right? And that's not good, because if you stay in that, you're going to find yourself keep going through the cycle, like 10, 20, 30 years. You keep going through the same thing because you refuse to let go, right? So it's been, when I wrote this down, I was like, some people go feel some type of way, but I don't know nobody that went through this. This is just what came to my head, so maybe somebody needs to hear it, you know and maybe your family been telling you the same thing and you don't want to hear from them. So maybe a unfamiliar face and an unfamiliar voice can help you, right? So it's been 30 years since that man broke your heart. Yes, he walked out on you and the kids 50 years ago. This was 50 years ago, sis. It was 50 years ago, right? He walked out on you 50 years ago, but you're still holding on, right? So, but what you can't, like, you just can't understand that, everybody's not like him. Everybody's not like Fred, who walked out on you. Everybody's not like Tim, who did you wrong. Everybody is not like affected you. Everybody's not like those people, right? You just can't understand why you keep attracting men like him, right? Because you're dwelling on it. As I said, you can go through stuff and grow through stuff, but you're simply dwelling on it. One thing, I was reading a book by Chanel Cooper Sykes, and at the beginning of her book, she said, "Be quiet." right? And she showed a conversation of two friends. The conversation like, oh girl, what you doing? Oh, nothing. I just left that job that I don't like. Oh, how Tony doing? Oh, we don't talk no more. He did me dirty. You know why? It's your mouth. It's your mind. You're attracting it. You keep talking about it. You keep saying your life isn't good. You keep saying your man ain't no good. You can't find a good man. You know why? You spoke that into existence. It's in the Bible. Power and death is in the, life and death is in the power of the tongue. And you're speaking these things into existence. So that's why you keep meeting the same type of man. You keep going through the same type of thing. You keep meeting the same type of enablers that's going to allow you to stay in that life that you're in, because you don't want to grow. You want to constantly tell people, like, I've been working in customer service ever since I've been working. And it's always customers that don't have nothing good to say. It's always customers, every time they come in, oh, how you doing? Because I ask people, and when I ask people, oh, how are you? Like, I genuinely mean it. And it's always these one type of customer. Oh, girl, my car broke today. My house caught on fire. I'm not saying it to be funny, but it's just always something bad. It's never anything good. It's not like, oh, I woke up this morning, I have activity of my limbs. It's nothing like that. It's always something bad. And that's why you keep going through the same thing, because you keep holding on. It's time to let go. So, and what you're doing, you know what you're doing? By dwelling on that, you letting little old Tony, who probably got married twice over these 50 years, you let him control your life. You are. If you're not allowing yourself to truly understand what love is, to truly understand how it is to be loved by somebody, and you're not letting anybody in, he's controlling you. You gave him power over your life just because you won't let it go. You're giving him power over your life. Created a generation of man eaters because of your lack of trust. Because Tony broke your heart. Oh, baby, your daughters, your nieces, they don't trust men either. And you've created a generation of man eaters, not understanding is good people out here. Right? Like, they have some good people out here, but because of your lack of trust, because you were heartbroken, you was done wrong, you created a generation of man eaters. And that goes for men too. I remember I was talking to somebody, an old neighbor of mine. I was in the dollar store, and I asked him, so how you doing? How the kids doing? You know, your wife and all that. Oh, I can't never find a good woman. That's what my daddy told me. I wonder why. Is it because you're dwelling on stuff? Is it because you're holding stuff in instead of just letting it go? It's time to let go. Like I said, I'm not saying what you've been through is not important. It's really, it is, because it made you the person. Well, it could have made you a stronger person, but instead you make you a bitter person. All right? So, and that also goes for that business that didn't work out. And now you just don't want to go to the next idea that you have. And what people don't understand, you're not starting from the bottom, you're starting from experience. Anything that has failed, you're starting from experience. You know what to do, you know what not to do, you know what to say, you know what not to say. It's because you had that experience. Yes, it was a bad experience, but you have experience in it now. That's in business, that's in love, that's in friendship, that's in anything. You're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. Words of MLD. You're starting from experience. Like, you know now, okay, well, this didn't work this time, so let me try it this way. That's all you have to do. And you never know, that could be your $1 billion idea. That could be the love of your life if you just give him a chance. Right? So they have this story. I like stories, y'all. So they had this story. They had these two neighbors that stayed next to each other. One, I don't know their names. I'm going to make up a name. So Ashley stayed there. She stayed with Rob. And Rob was no good. Then they had James, which was her neighbor. And James adored Ashley. So Ashley had this hoopty car, and James didn't care. I mean, he just was there, right? Rob didn't care. He just was there. So her neighbor James, she overlooked him. So he would put gas in her car at night. So she just thought her car had the best gas mileage ever, because James used to sneak at over to her house at night and put gas in her car, right? So something happened between her and Rob, and they broke up. So she finally gave James a chance, and James was the love of her life, but she couldn't experience that. He died like 10 years later. Now, if she would have gave James a chance earlier, she probably would have lived 50, 60 years with this man. But no, she was worrying about Rob old nappy head till. So that goes for the business that you could have had, but you're scared because the first one failed, right? That goes for that relationship that you're scared to get in because you think every woman and every man is a dog. That goes for that too. Like, you never know, your next decision could be your best decision. First of all, you have to use discernment, right? Go within, meditate, ask God, to guide your way. But don't look down on the next opportunity that you have. Don't look down on the next relationship that could potentially be the love of your life. Don't look down on it, right? All because you refuse to let go. And instead of growing, you've become this bitter person, and you've become this scared person. You don't want to take chances to start that business. And you're good at it. You can whoop some hell. You can cook some food, right? So, but the only reason why you're not starting is because you're scared. And if you just let go of the past and your fears and use your experience instead of pain, that could be the best decision of your life, right? So, when you go let go, right? When are you going to let go? You have to stop letting your past traumas hold you back. I know it's easier said than done, but you have to start with somewhere. And you'll be surprised, even if you just start waking up and just say, thank you for releasing this past from me. How much better your days are going to go. Because you set the tone for your life. You set the tone. You really do. Like, you are a co-creator with God. You are. If you think about it, like, if you say, oh, I want to, I pray for this, I pray for that. How you think it happened? You pray for it. You're co-creating. You are a co-creator. Okay? So, if you don't stop holding on to your past, you're going to go through the next decade. The decade has ended. We're in a new decade. You're gonna go through another decade. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Hey, how you doing, Nicole? I haven't seen you in a while, girlie. How you been doing? So I'm just talking about it's time to let go. So as I stated, this is a new decade. If you don't let go, you're gonna go through the same thing for another 10 years, and you're gonna wonder why you're not happy. It's because you refuse to let go. It's okay to let go. It's okay. Like they say, forgive, but you don't have to forget. But you don't have to dwell in it either, right? Experiences, they're building you they're building you into the person that you are now, right? So if you don't let go, they have people, don't you know they have people that's waiting on you so they can do what they have to do? Like, we're all connected. And they have somebody that's waiting on you to do what you have to do so they can do what they have to do so they can follow their dreams, right? Like, I remember I always remember this. I'm gonna always reference this. One of my friends, Miss Janet, don't know her from Adam, right? And she messaged me for one of the videos I did. I forgot what video it was, but I was staying in Indiana at that time. And she said, you know what? Thank you. I needed that word. If I would have still been scared, because before that, I had just did a challenge to start going live and stop being so shy. If I would have ever done that video, she probably would have been still scared to follow her dream. So there's somebody that's waiting for you, and you're being too selfish, and you refuse to let go of the past. So stop being selfish, because there's somebody that's waiting for you. Yeah, you're just as important as the next person. You are. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You're important. I don't care if people overlook you. Baby, you hitting for a reason. You ever thought about that? Look where diamonds are. Diamonds are hitting. You're a diamond in the rough. You hitting for a reason. But you need to stop being selfish and holding on to your past, because there's something for you to do what it is that you have to do. It could be one of your little cousins. Oh, I look up to so and so, but she didn't do it. I be hearing her talking, but she ain't never do it, so I don't think I can do it. They have people that's looking at you. They have people that's waiting on you. You have to remove those blocks from your past traumas in order to get to that person. Like they really have people that's waiting on you. And it's up to you to do it, right? Like I posted that about the generational curses. No, it runs out here. It don't go no more after this. So are you gonna be that person, generational curses? You gonna be the person to get your family out? Are you too much in your feelings, giving yourself a pity party? Is that what it is? So all you have to do is change your mindset. If you don't change your mindset, you're going to continue to be a slave to your trauma and your thoughts. Serious. If you don't change your mindset, if you don't decide to let go, like I said, I am not saying what you went through is mediocre or anything like that. I'm not saying it. But I'm just saying it's time to let go. It really is. It's time to stop throwing yourself a pity party. It's time to put on your big girl drawers and do what it is that you have to do to live the life that you know you deserve. You dreamed about it. You seen it. You spoke on it. But somewhere along the way, you allowed your past to hinder you. You allowed people to talk you out your dreams. You allowed these thoughts of the other people, because they couldn't see your vision. You allowed them to talk you out of it, right? So that was pretty much it, y'all. So like I said, it is time to let go. Just let go. I'm telling you, it's so freeing when you let go. You don't have to walk on eggshells because you so worried about what this person think, what that person think, right? So it's time to let go. And once again, if you find any value in any one of my videos, you can feel free to share or tag someone. So that was it, y'all. Bye.